family. And this week right here, we got that boy, Fickle Fanboy Podcast. Yeah, I said it. Fickle Fanboy Podcast. I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to check them out. I want you to find them. Well, how can I find them, Daddy Keiz? I want you to go to iTunes, SoundCloud, TuneIn, or Spreaker, and anywhere else you may want to listen to those sweet-ass podcasts. And look up my boy, Fickle Fanboy Podcast. It's one of those cool pop culture podcasts. You find a little this, a little that, a little what you need. Check them out, man. I'm not playing with you guys. And if you're there, do me another favor. I want you to rate, review, and subscribe to my boy, Fickle Fanboy Podcast. And check this out. If you're on Twitter or you're on Facebook, you better look them up. You better find them. I'm making a list and I'm checking it twice because I want to make sure that you listen to my boy, Fickle Fanboy. It's your boy, man, the heavyweight champ of this podcast shit. Just another week. We're going to jump right back into the podcast right now. But as soon as it's over, remember, at Fickle Fanboy, RPM, rate, review, and subscribe too. And check this out. If you like podcasts a little bit more than a regular man, check out patreon.com because I hear them premium subscribers get something special. It's your boy, man, the heavyweight champ of this podcast shit. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. I'm in your hood and I'm out. Let's get back to the podcast, man.
It's like my favorite Meat Mill fucking record ever. My favorite Drake record got something to do with me breaking up with a bitch and getting drunk as fucking calling her. That's just it.
Hey, cups for the rose.
That's it. That's just how I feel about this shit.
All right.
What you asked said though?
I guess we agree to disagree.
Something about Jim Jones' Cameron. I don't know. Some different. Where's Harold Rail?
I mean, when I think about that whole shit,
That is.
hold on right quick. Before we jump into that, because they talk about current events, so we're gonna swing back around to current events and end off the podcast on that right there. We didn't even we did finish the whole Murder Inc. and
We said 51.
We said 51 and shit. Before we go any further, we're gonna stick with beef. So we had a situation, podcasters and listeners, with me and Carter, where I said, Carter, I'll do this if you do this. So Carter agreed to do this Joe Budden versus
He's gonna run down
segment. Yeah. So pretty much the segment is talking about, Joe Budden is one of my favorite rappers, and Joe Budden has bars, period. So we're gonna talk about some of Joe Budden's most famous, or not famous, or most notable beefs that he's had. So, starting off, I had Carter listen to 2 records. I think the hardest records out of the beef, not being biased, because I even say Budden took an L with 2 on some of these. But starting off, we got Joe Budden versus Jay-Z. We had a Talk To Him record from Joe Budden versus Jay-Z on a Pump It Up record. Carter, who you think got that? Why you think Jay got that one?
Because he went on that nigga on record and murdered that nigga. Because Pump It Up was a hit back in the day.
But what did he say that was so...
What's that line he said?
I know my nigga Budden.
There you go. Sanitarium. Woody crazy Jay-Z a burium. I got the bug out the rape, scare him.
What's going on? What's going on for
you
that
got
shit?
the mic, Joe, the mic recording you.
But did you listen to Talk To Him though? Or are you just on Jay-Z dick today?
Oh, my bad, damn.
I'm asking.
I'm not a Joe Budden fan. My bad, nigga.
Did you listen to the record? Did you listen to the Talk To Him record?
I did.
What you think about Talk To Him record?
It was straight.
I think like on the fucking record, he didn't get to him. He didn't get at him toward the end of the shit. But he ended that motherfucking. He was like, let's get one thing understood, son. Every encore is not a good one, and then the encore beat. That shit was dope. But in all honesty, I think Jay got Joe out of there because Joe, the diss record, Joe didn't just constantly stay on Jay. It's so much like one thing he said about Jay. He was like, one minute you talking about hustling, the next minute you talking about growing up. I'm confused about what you're talking about.
Joe, yeah,
that's when he started going in, and that was like in the last 30 seconds of the record. So I say Jay
stayed consistently on
his ass the whole fucking time. It may be other records from Joe going at Jay, but that was like the most popular one. Next one we got Joe Budden versus Lloyd Banks. Fuck the Jump Off versus Dumb Out.
To me, I think, I don't know, me being a Banks fan too.
You can't tell me that Banks got
no, that's what I'm saying. I was leaning towards Joe on that. With the Fuck the Jump Off, it was alright. It wasn't all crazy like that. But I get that beat to Joe on that one.
Bruh, the nigga Budden, like he was talking about the nigga Lloyd Banks, cause Lloyd Banks' sophomore album, I can't think of the name of it right now. What was
the first one?
He had his sophomore album. Like the album that came out wasn't the album that's supposed to came out. Lloyd Banks had a fucking a whole album done. He had his unmastered tracks. Let's say, like for example, he went to Nove and recorded his whole album, and then supposed to tuck the album up the Interscope and get it mixed and mastered.
Yeah.
Went to fucking with some bitches and ended up leaving the thumb drive in the bitch car.
I didn't know that.
And Button was like, my nigga, like you lost. Like how the fuck you, like how you lose your whole fucking album.
Right.
And that's what the whole shit jumped off for. He said, I can't think of the line. He said that motherfucker. But Joe Button went in, that nigga. Like, niggas be sleeping on Button, like Button ain't got the motherfucking bars, man.
I give it a Button on that beef.
I gotta give it a Button. So I'm trying to find the fucking bars, bro. That shit was beautiful.
What was the next record? The next beef you said?
On this motherfucker. Let's see real quick. We had, see, you didn't listen to the Button and Royce the 5'9", the Thou Shalt Not.
I didn't get to that, no.
It don't really matter, I guess you would say, because them niggas end up coming together, but Royce got Button the fuck.
And cause they cool now.
They cool
they in the
now.
Same label, same
like
group.
I love Button, and the thing about me, like I fuck with Button hard because I feel like if you hit play on the Button record, I can tell you about the time of my life that tags up to that particular situation. Oh, that nigga Royce the 5'9". Have you listened to Royce new shit recently?
No, I haven't. Heard he snapping though.
That nigga there, man. That nigga there's on a whole nother level right now, dog. Other shit that we had was Pump It Up remix Game versus Joe Button Game Over.
Damn, that's tough. That's tough.
Lyrics, dog.
That was tough. I'm gonna go Game on that one.
Really?
Cause they both two just rapping ass niggas, so I'm gonna go with Game on that.
Out of all the beefs that the Game had, though, bro, like, what you think, like what beef would you say the Game just lost, or straight out lost?
Game to beef with a lot of niggas, man.
That nigga said, I had to find it on that Game Over. He said, dude want to be Dre, Ren, Ice Cube, but Easy. You ain't none of them. I dude, believe me. You sound trash. You sound type trash. Tell Banks to go right. The ghost right. But you want to sound like Fab. I can't even do it, bro. I've been drinking too much. Either way it goes, but I think Button got Game the fuck out of here.
To answer your question, Game got watched by Hov.
What?
On what record?
Dear Summer.
Oh yeah.
On Memphis Blink's album, of all places.
Yeah, I remember.
It's like a super B cut.
That's probably why we didn't hear that.
Yeah, it's like, but like,
I remember that record though.
I put a couple careers on hold. We could be next, kid. Yeah, I wonder what hold for the record.
Other than Kanye, who the fuck did Jay put on?
Memphis Bleak.
Memphis Bleak on, bro.
Back then.
Memphis Bleak
Young Guns.
Memphis Bleak wasn't even on, man.
Jeezy. Rihanna.
Yeah.
These are all President Carter.
Yeah,
These are all President
I don't know
Carter.
about it. No, Jeezy was on from Diddy, nigga. Jeezy was signed to Diddy before he was signed to Jay. He was the Boys in the Hood before he was fucking on that
but
shit.
let's be real. Boys in the Hood.
Let's be real. Boys in the Hood was some of the hardest shit that Jeezy put out, bro. Nigga, you so stuck up, North. Come home, nigga. We want you to come back home, though. We want you to come.
Well, that was easy.
He got me the fuck out of that one. The last one, though, I had to do it, but Joe Button and Drake.
Joe Button put out Joe Button put out more records because Drake really he said
they still pump it up.
He said something on stage too about fucking nigga or something like that.
Yeah,
as far as just music,
that Wake shit, what's it called?
Wake shit.
Yeah.
Jesus,
yeah. Joe got him.
I'm a huge Drake fan. Damn boy,
that Wake shit, bruh. That Wake shit, bruh. That's all I'm
Joe
saying.
won that one.
That Wake shit, bruh. Joe Button is a lyricist that does not need to be fucked with, bruh.
Yeah, Joe nice.
Last one, Joe Button versus Ransom, the nigga that Joe was putting out. Yeah, that Ransom
I
shit.
did Joe on that.
Ransom was spitting, bro, but it was just like, nigga, you dealing with
Joe. Like, yeah, I give it to
Joey got bars. Let's go ahead, but let's flip it back up. Let's talk about some current events before we get the fuck out of here this evening.
That's a lot really just happened like that this week.
I got some shit that popped off, man. I mean, like he was talking about the whole Dipset versus not Dipset versus the Dipset fallout of Kim and
I think this kind
Jimmy.
of I don't think it's really nothing to talk about no more after what happened the last 2-3 weeks, man. But it's kind of getting old out of me.
I mean, this happened last week.
2 weeks ago.
That was last week. Cam did that fucking that
Jim did the interview first.
Jim did the interview last week. Cam responded on Sunday or Monday of this week.
My take is,
I remember because we did the podcast. No, he did that Saturday night. We did the podcast that morning, and Cam went live that night. So
my whole thing, like somebody else said, was it's personal, man. They don't even goddamn talk about this shit no more.
This should go on Dr. Phil.
Who?
Shut the fuck up, man.
I think they need to goddamn get himself in the room, close the door.
Get me outside.
Get in the room, close the door, bam it out.
And get it over
Just
with.
get it out of the system. Don't nobody want to break it, don't nobody do nothing.
But think about that shit. Like, I fuck with Cam. My first son name is Cam. I fuck with Cam so hard, but that shit that he
Cam
said,
looking weak, bro.
Cam looking real fugazi, dog. That shit he did at the gym. Yeah. It's like me and you, we got the Just Another Week podcast, and I go copyright Just Another Week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And start making bread off of it. You like,
he didn't even tell
that's
Jimmy
the both of our shit. And he said this shit so nonchalant, like, yeah, nigga, he had the Bird Gang shit. That's what he was doing, what he said. And so I copyright this shit. And goddamn, I ordered a Big Mac from Burger King the next day. Like, the nigga just kept talking. I was like, damn, he looking real fucked up, right? Then he had the nigga Man Jeezy on the motherfucking on the live shit.
I think Man Jeezy is stupid for that because you incriminate yourself, bro.
I think
you already locked up and you gonna call in from jail talking about some street shit.
I think Cam looks stupid, way stupid than Man Jeezy because Man Jeezy got less time for snitching on Cam homeboy.
That's crazy, man. That's
like
crazy.
Man Jeezy, I ain't never liked Man Jeezy. Like I seen a nigga on Love It, Man Jeezy, whatever that nigga name. Because first off, Yandy, man, she used to be a golden child when I first seen her ass. But then, like, the nigga just always seemed corny. Like, I know Love and Hip Hop scripted like a motherfucker, but he ran down on the motherfucking, the personal trainer dude.
I don't remember from, like that far back. I just started watching that shit.
Like the personal trainer dude, like, if I'm a personal trainer, excuse me, know this question for you. I'm Amanda personal trainer. She work out. I'm taking pictures of Amanda working out and such, right? Mm-hmm. Would you get offended by me posting pictures of like Amanda bent over or like flexing, side angles? Would you be offended by that? If I'm not posting on my personal, I'm posting it on my business profile.
No, because my brother's personal trainer does that. He has like a whole bunch of girls come through, and they're always posting videos like different girls working out, like bending over different girls. Sure. Anyway, but nah, so it was, but nah, I wouldn't be offended.
That's my point. Like, man, DZ ran down on a personal trainer because he posted pictures of like Yandy's ass, but it wasn't like a shot of her ass. It was more like her was showing her back off.
That's how you get clientele.
That's how you get clientele. So man, DZ out. Then you heard the record he got with Jadakiss? Point proven. You heard about it.
I didn't hear it actually.
You heard the Man Jeezy Jadakiss record? My point, man. Man Jeezy looking real weak right now.
Nigga locked up.
Then he got his like 4 baby mamas arguing on Love and Hip Hop.
That shit's stupid. That shit's scripted.
It's still clown shit. You gonna let your baby mama argue with a bitch on Love and Hip Hop?
No. She doing this shit for a check, man. At the end of the day, this shit's stupid.
I asked you, would you let your baby mama argue on Love and Hip Hop?
Let her do what she wanna fucking do.
I'm not. Hell nah. My baby mama, get the fuck out of here. That shit made me look stupid. True. It's like I fuck with folk.
But you gotta think, she was doing that shit way before he even got locked up.
Nah, dog.
I'm talking about Love and Hip Hop, man.
But Yandy, she was doing Love and Hip Hop, but Yandy wasn't looking crazy. Yeah. Yandy looked fucking crazy right now on this shit. Every time I text somebody, I was like, yo, Yandy looking weak in the motherfucker right now on Love and Hip Hop. Arguing with bitches, changing locks and shit. But other shit that popped off this week outside of that shit, man. And one thing that Cam said again, I forgot about this, the whole Tricky Ricky shirt shit.
I seen that shit too.
We clown each other, me and Carter. We've been around each other for the longest. We clown each other about all type of shit. But I'm never gonna do nothing to the point where I got everybody we fuck with wearing shirts saying fuck Carter, long story short. Yeah. That shit disrespectful as fuck. Cause we out in public with Carter with shirts that say fuck crazy, Carter.
The Cam looking real suspect.
Real suspect on that shit.
What else happened this week?
The Grammys happened.
I don't care nothing to talk about that.
Chance. Shout out to Chance, bro. Chance making hope for little niggas like me.
He really is,
bro.
Y'all see Beyonce at the Grammy?
Yeah, I did.
That motherfucker like a goddess, bro.
Skin was glowing.
That motherfucker
was golden.
Glowing. That motherfucker was in the chair. That motherfucker chair leaned back. I said, boy, beef all.
I don't understand people who think Beyonce's overrated.
She's not.
They probably have bad sex. It's like they probably just have a bad life.
The thing about Beyonce though, bro, I heard Beyonce performance, like just her mic,
and she was saying crazy.
She was killing that shit pregnant with twins, nigga.
It's the queen, dog.
They can't fuck with beat, bro. They can't fuck with beat. Another thing, man, I know y'all niggas don't. I know we're not a politic podcast. Talk about politicians and shit. But Georgia is close to us, so I would put this in my notes. Representative Jack Kingston out of Georgia, he's a Republican, of course.
Look at that.
He's proposing that low-income children do manual labor at school to pay for free lunch.
Thanks, Press.
What y'all think about that shit though, man?
That's a horrible idea.
Horrible.
We can sit here and talk all day about niggas beefing and all this shit. This shit talking about any kid to get free lunch, sweeping the cafeteria.
Fuck out of here.
To eat.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
Public school bullshit anyway.
But the thing is, that shit right